Since the 18th National Congress of the Communist Party, China has been engaged in targeted poverty alleviation for 6 years, and we have been fighting the battle for 3 years, winning the battle against the poverty. And let me summarize our efforts with 2 lines. The first is that we have made significant achievements over the years. Total population under poverty reduced from 98.99 million in 2012 to 16.6 million people in 2018. In 6 years, the total population under poverty reduced by 80 million, and each year we reduce the poverty population by 13 million on average. And this is one very important figure, and in particular, in the 9 eastern provinces in China, 8 of them now have no poor people as defined by the national standards, and all the 9 provinces in China's eastern parts, we only have Liaoning province who have some population living under poverty, and we have 832 counties living under poverty, and in 2017, another 28 counties got out of poverty, and in 2018, in 2019, we are going to get 280 counties out of poverty, and currently all the provinces are working vigorously for this target. And as of the end of last year, we have actually got rid of a total of more than 400 counties out of poverty. And in these 832 counties, now a total of more than 427 counties are out of poverty. And this is regarding the counties living under poverty. In 2013, we have 128,000 villages living under poverty, and in 2018, we have only more than 20,000 villages living under poverty. And this is according to the essentially defined standards of poverty, and we are following the targets closely, and we are making enormous progress in this aspect, and we have reduced the poverty population by 85%. At the village level, 80% of villages are now out of poverty. At the county level, more than 50 poverty-stricken counties are now out of poverty. This year, in 2019, we will step up our efforts, and we wish to reduce the poverty population by another 10 million and reduce the number of counties under poverty by 300. And this means that this year we are going to get 60 counties out of poverty, and this is direct poverty alleviation. There are also a lot of indirect poverty alleviations. And first and foremost, poverty alleviation has significantly improved the infrastructure at the rural areas. This has benefited not just the rural residents, but also the poor people living in the rural areas. We have also significantly improved the ecological and environmental conditions in those areas. We have trained a lot of grassroots cadres and leaders. We have significantly improved the code of work at the grassroots level. They have improved their capacity, and the overall countryside governance has improved. And this is beneficial to China's long-term development, and this is very significant for the continuous and sustained development of China in the future. So this is the achievement that we have made. And the second summary is that we are very confident in our battle going forward. Why? The practice of China's poverty alleviation efforts has proven that following the core leadership of the Central Committee of the Communist Party and also adhering to China's socialist system are very important to our efforts. And also, we have laid a solid foundation already, and with 6 years of targeted poverty alleviation and the 3 years of battle against the poverty, and with many years of experience, we have very solid foundation already.
And third, we have adopted new measures. For example, we have enlarged the input and also the pairing assistance. We have stick to the goals and concentrating our efforts on the problems. That's why we are so confident in winning this battle. For this decisive battle against the poverty, the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core has attached great importance to that. President Xi Jinping is in charge of this himself, and every year we will organize a special conference on that. And after the 19th CPC Congress, every day we get the plans and instructions from the Central Committee. By the beginning of the Lunar New Year, General Secretary Xi Jinping has made important guidelines for the poverty alleviation work. For us who work for this specialized department, we feel the burden on our shoulders and also the mission with us. However, we are fully confident to accomplish that task. With the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee, I'm convinced that we can have the final victory. And I'd like to point out that this battle against the poverty aims to solve the problem that have lasted for thousands of years in China. It doesn't mean that once we are helping these people out of poverty, and China is a zero poverty country. Still, China remains the largest developing country in the world, and this will remain unchanged. The development is not thorough and is not balanced, it's uneven, and the gaps among regions is still very prominent. That is the basic condition for our economic growth, and the ever-growing demands for a better life of the Chinese people is not in a match with the capacity of the economy. And that unbalance remains a big challenge for the socio-economic development. That's why the poverty alleviation will remain a long-term task for the country.